I forgot about that wandering trader. I never know how I never know how they get here. They just spawn in. And then I just totally remembered, okay, I can refuel this too. I can recharge this also. I guess also the mecha tool, which seems to barely use any energy compared to some of my other items. All is still well around here. Currently. Yeah, didn't mean to activate this again. I'm gonna get some more material prepped for more fissile fuel. Also, I probably do have some waystones. Some spare waystones I haven't touched yet. And I know exactly what I want to do with one of them. That basement... I'm just gonna, yeah, throw a waystone down here too. With how frequently I'm going down here, yeah, there should be a waystone here also, absolutely. Yeah, but where do I want to place it exactly? Yeah, I gotten that much decided, but where am I putting this waystone? Yeah, maybe this corner right here. Whoops. I didn't even remember what that waystone happened to be. Just some random one I found out in the nether. Okay, so that's back in the overworld. Outside. Outside where? I think my house. Oh, I completely forgot I had a waystone. Yeah, that just spits me out in the dry land that's just loaded with bone blocks. If I need bone blocks, then I got bone blocks for days here, I'm sure of it. Oh, and sand if I need sand. We got that for days, too. Completely forgot I had easy access to this. Smooth sandstone. I don't think I need it. I don't believe I need smooth sandstone for anything. And there was a mesa right next to this... Yeah, right next to this dry land. Don't even remember if I don't even Don't even remember if I ever spotted this at any point. I mean, even if I did, it had to have been like several months ago at this point. Cannot even recall the last time I came out here. So I also had access to a mesa if we just want to look at the breathtaking scenery like right next to this dry land. Or for some reason if I want to build stuff with terracotta. Okay, yeah, these are oak logs. Might as well just I might as well grab a few while I'm here. Just gonna look around, see what else did we have going on around here. I am just curious to see if maybe where there was anything else of interest around here that's not just the dry land and these bone blocks and whatnot. Alright, what colored sand was this again? Maybe I want to grab some of that too. Maybe. Might as well grab some mystery eggs. And, I don't know, I kind of just want to see what birds I end up with if I throw those in the nearby incubator. Oh, village here too, apparently. And I can already spot a waystone off in the distance. I think these look like... Yeah, this looks like acacia trees right here. Nice village. And a camel that I can actually ride. Except it doesn't feel like moving anywhere right now. Yeah, I have to look up and see how to get that camel to start moving around. Now I'll just go back home. I think for now I'm just gonna move this alchemy table with me someplace else. Yeah, this is where I usually, like, had it. Unless maybe I so happen to have another alchemy table, but I do believe this is probably my only one. like 99% sure the one I'm holding right now is the only one I have. I definitely don't appear to have any more of these. This is my only one. Just for now, because bear with me. I'm gonna do this. So yeah, bear with me on this. Because I've been meaning to make sulfur dust out of white dye and whatnot. That way I can kind of just do it like all in one single shot. I don't have to just run back and forth a bunch of times. I can just, yeah, create it all here. Because this was running low, and now it's not anymore. All of these bone... I think I'm just still going to process all this bone meal. I'll process all of it. And sadly, as far as I know, I'm not imagining there's going to be a way to automate all of this here. Considering this alchemy table is from a completely unrelated mod to Mechanism. This, I believe, I'm gonna have to still do manually. Oh, Roberto Zampari, long time no see. Let me guess, any updates on any of your Super Mario and ROM hacks? And I guess since we're also talking about, like, your project's visual novels, still can't believe freaking Roberto Zampari made a visual novel. And I went and pretty much... I don't think I, like, saw 100% of Astero's story. Probably at least, like, 90 to 95%. I'm gonna guess that's a Super Mario ROM hack you're working on right now, am I right? Alright. Apparently sulfur dust is technically counts as one of these dyes. Somehow. So any dye with this alchemy table, I can just convert it into that. And then this is what I need to make sulfur dioxide. If not, just using charcoal and water and hydrogen instead. And reusing that. Literally just gonna teleport to another room in my own house. Am I that lazy just to go climb a few ladders? Where do I put... Okay, these go into the analyzer. That's where the mystery eggs go. I believe these can go in the incubator just to actually boost the chances that they actually spawn a bird when I try and just throw them. Peafowl egg. Oh yeah, those other two birds. I wonder if they're still around here. The two herons, I wonder if they're still around. They could have just wandered off who knows where, and I might not be able to find them anymore. Yeah, I spawned them in and they kind of just wandered around. I don't even know where these birds went to anymore. Windows 11. I mean, I have no comment because I don't use Windows 11. So one of the eggs just broke and it gave me a useless eggshell. Except I believe I can use it to, yeah, fertilize the ground. It's basically like bone meal. Yeah, that can go in the incubator too. Might as well. And have you managed to resolve it? You still haven't yet? I'm just gonna hazard a guess and say it's more of a problem with the computer than the operating system, but I have no idea. Do you by any chance have like easy access to like a computer technician who could take a look at it or no? Windows 10 right now? This machine, yes, currently still using Windows 10. Official support ended last month. Yeah, I heard. And even then, I have heard that you can actually still get like a few security updates, but eventually those are gonna just like stop completely. Like, I'm sure of it. Don't know exactly when, but yeah, at one point it's gonna have to stop entirely. I mean, like, come on, this is a perfectly good, perfectly fine $1,000 computer I have. I'm not throwing it away just to get Windows 11. I know Microsoft would probably want me to do that because that means more money in their pocket, but do I have plans to buy a new computer? Short term, no. I mean, eventually one of these days I will, yeah, as much as I don't want to, I will absolutely have to one of these days. Yeah, because I did so literally just like last year. I mean, if I could literally have it like exactly how I want, I'd still honestly be on Windows 7. Nobody's really selling like new computers with Windows 7 on them anymore, and quite frankly, yeah, the operating system is too old now for like 2025 standards. Just spent like more time using Windows 10, more familiar with it. It's at least closer to Windows 7 in just how it looks and feels and operates. Okay, that was like the raw like materials go in here, the raw like unrefined ores go here, and then the ingots come out there. It's just 4 machines that will just essentially take any like piece of raw material, raw ore, and just make twice as many ingots from it. Yeah, this is now just literally printing fissile fuel on demand. All I do is just fill up these 3 chests with the respective, like, raw materials. And then I just let it sit and, like, I don't have to do anything. And I take it, yeah, she was okay with it. Sounds like it. I don't know, I don't really got much to say right now. The one that I'm currently playing this, doing this live stream playing Minecraft on. Yeah, it was manufactured, I believe, in 2020. I mean, I guess, yeah, considering just 2025, how most products are typically made to not last long, kind of just force you to, like, frequently just immediately replace something, like, when it's no more good, just buy brand new. But yeah, back in the day, like, even just like 20 like years ago, like things were more frequently just built to last, whereas now, like, it's not too uncommon for something to like stop working like in just 2 years' time, then you gotta buy brand new to replace it. So yeah, it's kinda old, my PC. Still nowhere near as old as the previous one I was actually playing all my games on, which, as far as I remember, was actually manufactured back in 2012. And I literally just retired that one only last year. It was made in either 2012 or 2013, I believe, and I was able to use it all the way up till 2024. And could have theoretically still continued using it even, like... But then again, like, if I want to play anything other than just, like, really, really old-school video games, like, literally just if I want to play anything, it's going to be super laggy. I won't be able to play, like, any modern games unless I upgrade my computer, like, ever. And yet I still haven't really been, like, playing anything, like, too modern. Despite the hardware upgrade. I guess except for, like, if we consider, like, Minecraft Modern, the latest versions of, some of the latest versions of, and Pressure. This game on Roblox, if I even want to go back on Roblox anymore. Yeah, I remembered how Windows 10 was pretty much, like, I don't know. Windows 10 was pretty much everywhere, and now I'm already hearing talk about Windows 12. It wasn't even, like, too, like, terribly long ago that, I don't know, Windows 7 was everywhere. I pretty much always use desktop if I have the option to do so. coming along. Eventually, yeah, this is gonna start draining fissile fuel, isn't it? Damage, 0%. Temperature, nothing to be alarmed about. Still gonna be a long while before I need to rebuild this induction matrix so that it can store more energy. How much faster does it maybe burn through coolant if I put it to 8, the burning rate? It needs to be like, it needs to actually be like fully released though, but yeah, I will play it. At some point, absolutely. More likely than not, yes, I will play it. Burn rate, 8. Now if I augment that further, I want to see what happens. Temperature has gone up a little bit. Understandably so, if it's just burning through fissile fuel faster, it's gonna be heating up ever so slightly more. Understandably so. Max burn rate 30. I would much rather just increment the burn rate slowly. Yeah, as opposed to just risking, I don't know, the coolant draining way too fast. Okay, so it drained quite a bit at the start, and now it seems to be going back up, and now it's going back up. It's replenishing. Unless it's just, I don't know, taking water from this tank to actually replenish. Yeah, this one's constantly emptying out, I see. I just want to see what will happen here. I haven't started making any plans yet. I mean, it's still a month away. Are we really actually gaining water back faster and we're losing it still, even at this higher burn rate? Yeah, it does appear I'm just still gaining water back faster. Nuclear waste starting to build up in here because... yeah, because the sun is not up, it can't convert it properly to polonium. So once this starts to get, like, too full, then what? Then I think the nuclear waste starts to build up in here. What do you mean too old? Is my computer too old? No, not really. Well, at least in my opinion, no, not really. Right, we have to fight. Can't even see this thing. Can't even see it. Couldn't even see it amongst, like, all this tall wheat. Where's the nuclear waste going to exactly? I thought any, like... Something's probably behind me. I thought, like, any nuclear waste excess would literally just stay in this fission reactor until this could be processed. I'd have to see, like, more about, like, what Windows 12 looks like and whatnot first things first before I make my judgments. More so just like a preference for Windows 10 because more familiar with it overall. Much more of a familiarity with Windows 10. Burn rate. Okay, rate limit I set it to 7. Some steel armor that's... One of these had protection 2 on it. Yeah, but the armor I'm wearing currently is just, yeah, far better. It's slowly but surely coming along. I'm slowly but surely just farming this polonium. I know I'm gonna need at least 300 of those polonium pellets to make this last machine that I want to make from Mechanism. Yeah, once I have access to that machine, I could start producing antimatter. This is something I don't believe I've ever done before. We'll need more polonium. That's how we get to the antimatter. What can I do with antimatter pellets? I haven't even made like any like QIO drive yet, and I probably should. Just to make it even easier to store everything I own. Allows the user to defy gravity. Teleportation unit provides for quick travel to nearby blocks. pretty well done for the most part. Yeah, so this is the machine that lets you do a few things with, well, antimatter. Light gray wool into block of quartz. Nether star into heart of the sea. Interesting. Turning wool into redstone. I have plenty of iron. I don't need to convert tin into iron. Any bed into a respawn anchor. No, I don't believe I use Bluetooth for anything. Turn a golden apple into a notch apple. Make obsidian start crying. Wool into glowstone. A bow into a crossbow. Can't they just... Yeah, the old-fashioned way of just actually crafting your own crossbow. It's not, like, that much harder to make this than just a plain old bow. Turn any, like, plain, ordinary egg into a dragon egg. Oh, so you're telling me it's possible to have more than one dragon egg in the world. Wool into lapis lazuli blocks. I don't know, I just find it hilarious having, like, 2 dragon eggs next to each other. Like, so, like, am I in the Twilight Zone? Why are there, like, 2 dragon eggs? Yeah, here's, like, the... Well, this is the dragon egg that I got, of course. You get one, like, and you only get one in normal, typical Minecraft after you defeat the Ender Dragon. You get the 1 dragon egg, and that's it. If I get access to antimatter, I can just make as many of these dragon eggs as I like. I can always just... Actually, I'll grab some of these and move them out, like, right now. Yep, more tin blocks. I'm really starting to consider making that QIO drive. Mainly just to handle, like, the ridiculous quantities of ores I'm starting to come into now. I'm guessing if we do the QI drive or something, maybe this chest can finally go. I'm trying to remember if you already asked me that. Yeah, you did. I did state that, yeah, like, not short term, but eventually I will have to buy a new computer. Just ideally not anytime soon. Is what a power plant? Off in the distance, the one that I keep looking at, these two tanks right here that I'm frequently looking at. Yeah, because off in the distance, one of these is a fission reactor that could explode if it's not maintained and handled properly, which would just leach a bunch of radioactive material into the atmosphere. This would pretty much just kill everything in a close proximity, myself included, unless I'm wearing full hazmat the whole time while I'm in the area. It would just, yeah, kill everything in near proximity if it melted down again. Okay, goodbye. For now. I believe I'm almost done with all the walls here. I'm gonna be a few blocks short, but I'm absolutely, like, getting there. Yeah, it's gonna be just a few more blocks to go, it looks like. And then I still have to decide what I'm gonna use to make the ceiling. Wow, so yeah, that's pretty much almost completely done. Every single wall in this massive room. It's almost done. I'm just missing this little corner here. Yep, 11 more pellets, keep it coming. I'm gonna need to farm plutonium as well, apparently. Spent nuclear waste, which is... okay, this is also radioactive. Plutonium... okay, we just used that isotopic centrifuge. I currently only own one of these, and it's right now it's just making fissile fuel. Eventually make a second. Nuclear waste into plutonium. This is the nuclear waste that's coming out into this machine, solar neutron activator. Also have continue a tube for nuclear waste to go into a centrifuge to make plutonium. Guess we can make another pressurized reaction chamber. Which, okay, conveniently also takes in fluorite. And it's gonna spit out plutonium. Reprocessed fissile fragments, and I have no idea what to do with these. I could just literally convert them back into fissile fuel. It just converts back into fissile fuel. I already have like a fissile fuel farm in my basement that's doing a rather good job anyways, as it is. Yeah, aside from making the SPS casing, it just looks like it's gonna be good for... yeah, just making more fissile fuel. When I already feel like I'm gonna have more than enough just coming in. I mean, considering how easily I have access to sulfur dioxide because I installed a mod that gives you an alchemy table that can convert any dye into sulfur dust. I got tons of uranium from the digital miner, and tons of fluorite also from the digital miner. And even if I didn't have, like, direct access to sulfur dust, I just do, like, charcoal or something. I just do, like, blocks of coal. What is this? Hole ROM that can store gas? If I didn't have direct access to sulfur dust, I would just take, like, probably the quickest way and just make blocks of coal. Yeah, I believe any, like, coal block would work here. Yeah, block of coal. Oxygen and water. That's what I would just do, and then I had to find a place to just redirect the excess hydrogen. I want to replace that tiny little chemical tank with the ethylene. I want to replace it with something that's going to last, like, pretty much forever with how big it's going to be. And even then, it's not going to be that big yet. It should still probably last, like, forever. Now, just where would I have room for it? I think maybe here. If not, I guess I'll just put it here. Okay, let's not fall in our own tank now, shall we? No real need to do that. We'll just leave it like that. Okay, I also need to get some more pressurized tubes out. Now this is starting to get, like, all entangled, isn't it? Is this ethylene in here, or is this something else? No, I didn't mean to do that. Or that. Valve, so yeah, hold on a minute. I'm just gonna move the valve up here. Hang on a minute. I think this is gonna make this simpler to hook up properly. Hydrogen. I don't know how hydrogen is getting into here. Is there ethylene in this pipe now, or no? Okay, but I'm glad this is still, at least this machine is still running. Ethylene. How do I drain this of all of the contents? This is almost full too, apparently. have another hydrogen tank. Apparently, I completely forgot about this one. How's this coming along? So anyways. Okay, I need osmium. Hold on a minute. Right now, just let me go and do the thing. Delete. This is the one I want to upgrade. I don't know why I'm still carrying an empty one here. Just put the ethylene one here. Alright, so can we... Okay, this is the tank I want to drain. Can I drain this one? Okay, I need another valve, I believe, to actually do it. Otherwise, we're not draining anything. Ethylene is now coming into this. Okay, that's what I wanted to do all along. Now the ethylene's coming in here. So all this extra ethylene that I'm gonna not really have any other real use for, this tank is going to accommodate it all. I don't even remember what was like down this whole like tunnel here. I can make a minecart just ride down the tracks, so you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. Just because I can, let's just, yeah, craft a minecart. Ride that. We literally have a subway tunnel just right underneath our own house. We've had this pretty much, I don't know, since the beginning almost. It's getting dark. That kind of messed up what I was gonna go for. Okay, my cart is constantly getting shot at. I'm constantly getting shot out of my cart. Constantly getting shot at here. Can't even seem to stop for like a minute here. Okay, there we go. 2 creepers. Apparently I didn't lose my minecart by some total fluke. I didn't lose it. Okay, and then you wonder why I never used the subway up until this point. This is why I don't use it. If we don't actually just place a bunch of torches down to light the place up, we're gonna just run into hostile mobs, like, frequently, while we're trying to just get around. So I guess this is where I have to get off. Usually you're not digging your own way out when you get off the subway, but... yeah, obviously things here are different. Nice. I see we did all that for basically nothing. Yeah, that didn't really take us anywhere. Yeah, not much of a journey now, was it? Yay, more pallets of the HDPE variety. Okay. Let me just put this minecart back away. Even if there's a good chance I literally never use it again. I'm thinking we just say to hell with this and patch it back up and never, like, use it again. Because I had never really, like, got anywhere meaningful. I could have just simply gone by foot at that point with how little distance I actually covered. Alright, so now I'm just wondering how maybe white concrete could look for the ceiling. How could that end up looking, perhaps? Just pick a random place to start placing a few blocks and see from there. Either that or light gray concrete, I think, is going to be the way to go. It's not as brightly colored as I thought it was going to be. Concrete powder. Yeah, I remember how to make that. It's just if we want to go this route, we'll need lots of water vapor, obviously. Like tons and tons and tons of it we'll need. It's like, how much of this do I even have right now? Okay, a reasonable amount. And why don't I just hook this up to whichever pipe is transferring water vapor into my basement currently? Why don't I just do that and then come back and... Oh, I get some excess water vapor also to go around. Why don't I just do this? I believe it's this one right here. It is this one. Excess water vapor is going to go in that. Okay, we got a ton of fissile fuel back already. And that's not even like, that's just barely over like 1,000, like 1,000th of the maximum quantity I can have. I'm not going to be playing long enough to actually see this much fissile fuel, like, at max capacity. But just goes to show you what's theoretically possible. I know I grabbed a bunch of gravel. Where did I leave it? Did I not even leave my gravel here or something? Oh, I guess not. Don't even remember where I would have placed all the gravel I got recently. Okay, I still have a bunch of it here. Not sure I'll have like 4 extra concrete powder, but hey. Alright, so I already want to use some water vapor. I want to use some already. I might even go make another dynamic tank just to store the excess water vapor. I mean, it's not like I can't afford to make another dynamic tank. I absolutely could afford to do it, so you know what? Yeah, let's make another. I can definitely afford it. Already out of water vapor, I see. We already, like, just ran out entirely. Yeah, burned through it pretty quickly. That's not ethylene in this pipe, right? That doesn't look like ethylene. How did this get... Okay, how did this get entangled? This just got entangled now. How am I gonna flush it out? Now, there's still oxygen stuck in this tube here. No place for this ethylene to go now because of that. I'm not actually gonna comment on that. And that's probably just an Enderman just doing Enderman things. That's probably just an Enderman that put that there. I'm not gonna comment any further on that. This is not gonna be as easy as I was hoping for it to be, isn't it? Not gonna be as straightforward as what I was hoping for. Because they will just literally destroy all the tubes with the wrong gas in it and then just place them back afterwards. trying to remember what mode this was on before. Connection type I want to just change, yeah. Did I have it like on wrench or something? Definitely don't believe it was on rotate. I'm just gonna put it back on the exact setting that I had it earlier. So... yeah, now that's ethylene again. Just making sure these tubes are not touching each other as to, I don't know, have the wrong gas get into either one by mistake. It is siphoning in ethylene, right? It is. Okay, that's why it's not running. There's no more biofuel in here. So that's why it stopped running. Yeah, this makes perfect sense, at least. Nothing to really explain there. That needs no further explanation. Yeah, all that's going to become steel now. was awfully quick. That's... yeah, that should be more than enough. And then, yeah, make 2 more valves. I can hear the skeleton, but I cannot see it. Yeah, that, now I see it. Now I see him. Let's just build this, I guess, to the max at this point. Didn't need to put an extra one inside there. Now I removed an extra one. Okay, there we go. I might as well just build this one, like, to the max as well. At this point, yeah, let's do that too. And I'm having trouble placing the last block back in. Extra block I need to get rid of. Okay. So fissile fuel, ethylene, and now water vapor all the way in the back here. We got going on. Now we even have water vapor in the back.
Yeah.
I know. Since I'm not doing anything currently with these oak logs, yeah, just do that. Personal chest, they're gonna go in there. Again. Oh, I thought we were out of water vapor again. No, just out of room to put the white concrete into the output slot. Now we're out of water vapor once again. It do be draining, like, really, really fast. Yeah, just so this is gonna fill with water vapor, and then I can pick it back up and just bring it back upstairs. Let's get to work now with this concrete, shall we? I think I am gonna just do white concrete, so let's get to work with it now, shall we? Just to try and get us started here. Yeah? Looks like I've already made a decent chunk of progress on the ceiling. And it's been, like, barely any time at all. Already got that to show for it. Oh, water coming in. Forgot about this. Until I can figure out what to do about that. Okay, I guess we only destroyed some torches, right? Nothing else, really? Yeah, that was the dirt from the ceiling. This shouldn't come as a surprise to anybody. Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of dirt. All coming from the ceiling, by the way. Doesn't even look like in that long we're gonna have like an entire ceiling finished. Yay, more dirt. I'll probably never find a use for all this dirt. Iron plate. I'm gonna just put it here. I really thought we were gonna have even more water vapor in this tank by now. I guess because we already have like so much that we need to process still anyways. I really thought this was gonna have even more in it by now, but I guess it didn't. Concrete. Okay, so I have at least 2.5 stacks. Why am I hearing footsteps that aren't my own? Okay, forget I heard anything. Nice. Making more progress on that ceiling, as you can see. Yeah, slowly but surely it is coming along. Yeah, I do quickly want to go see how many polonium pellets do we now have. Still no damage at all on the reactor. 26 pallets. We're not getting any more polonium. Oh, no more fuel. Oh yeah, no more fuel. I had like 1 million plus millibuckets of fissile fuel. By now I've burnt through all of it. And I went through literally all of it. It should fill, right? Chemical, non-fissile fuel. That should fill up. Top input, output. Yeah, it's getting drained from the dynamic tank into this one right here. How am I doing for water vapor? I'm really not getting that as quickly as I thought it was going to. At what rate are we pumping the water from the tank here? If I put more speed upgrades in this, that should make a difference. I gotta find me some glass again. Yeah, just right over here. No. I didn't mean to click that. Can I not hide this? Oh, okay, now I can. That's the pump right there. Is this at least now just pumping water faster? Doesn't really still feel like it's pumping it that much faster, apparently. Not enough room in output, apparently. Interesting. Am I not transferring, like, the fluids fast enough or something? Wonder if that's the problem. So I upgraded a few of these pipes and tubes. This still seems to be increasing at like roughly the same rate as it was before, regardless. Still. Okay, so yeah, it was trying to run. Okay, it is running again now that I just threw more fissile fuel back into it. It's been active, just doing nothing with no fuel to burn, unsurprisingly. And now there is more fuel to burn, once again. And then we just kind of let it do its thing. And then we just let it run. I mean, yeah, I guess it'll do. For now, I guess it'll do. Boy, so we're almost at... Not too long, we're gonna be at like 3 full stacks of polonium pellets. Almost there. Almost 3 stacks worth of these. Still just slowly but surely saving them up for something big. Not sure if that's going to be enough to finish the ceiling exactly, but let's just see from there if it will. Let's just see. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I didn't even realize there's still this whole half to really worry about, too. Still got all that, too, apparently. That's not even, like, remotely done yet. Yo. Maybe I really did just underestimate, like, how much concrete I would need for this. I must have really underestimated. How much of my wires am I gonna expose right now just by doing this? Just seeing how much dirt we took off just now. And how much more concrete I'm gonna need to actually put the ceiling in properly. Yeah, we're gonna need more concrete to come in still. Like, this is just not enough. I must have gone through at least like 14 plus like stacks of concrete, and this is what we got to show for it so far. So what if in the meantime I decide to just say screw it and go work on something else? Two of the ultimate control chips. I probably have at least two of those lying around. No, I don't. Well, I have the materials to craft them immediately, so let's do that. Some basic chemical tank and then 6 lead. So now I have another of these machines. I'll need another pressurized reaction chamber. steel, which I have, of course. What am I missing now? Oh, dynamic tank and then the red alloy. Got him. And then also the means to connect everything. So hopefully I got enough pressurized tubes to connect everything. Oh, creeper. So yeah, nuclear waste is in this pipe. It's in that tube there. In case I accidentally break something and leach some radioactive material into the environment, we're gonna just throw the hazmat suit on, just in case I accidentally make a whoopsie while I'm building this. Getting water from somewhere. I think that's a pipe. Yeah, I see where I'm getting the water from. I believe that machine could go there. Empty. Items config. I want to put this on gases. Left is input. Oh, I think this is the wrong. Yeah, I made a little mistake here. How bad would it be if I just broke this pipe right now? How bad could it be? Still empty. That's supposed to take nuclear waste, isn't it? Unless this is not nuclear waste. No, I think this is, and then this is solar neutron activator, polonium. Oh, I need to take in nuclear waste. I'm taking in the wrong item. Forgive me for what I'm about to do. Hopefully this won't kill anything. We already have cables down here, I see. I really wanted to just route these underneath the ground. I think I can actually still do that. Still is doable, it looks like. To route this underneath. Radioactive, like, nuclear waste coming through this pipe, and here I am just literally standing on top of it. And I'm literally just standing on it. missing something. Something about also plugging this in with energy as well we need to do. No energy to operate. Then we need to get this machine some water as well. And energy to operate. Likewise for this one too. Cables, pipes, maybe even some more like logistical transporters, you name it. Yeah, I gotta just pull some of these out. Pressurized, I think I want even more of those actually in my possession, pressurized tubes. Might as well upgrade the cables. Let's just do that, I suppose. Might as well. Okay, that's to see if I'm irradiated. Dosimeter, that's to check if I'm suffering from radiation poisoning. Okay, that's how we check for the environment. If it's irradiated. I don't know exactly what the quantities represent, I just go by the colors of the numbers. So green is obviously good. I get, yeah, right next to where I broke some of these tubes. No radiation exposure. None. Energy. We got energy in there. It's running. Plutonium should end up in the reaction chamber. Doesn't seem to be going in there just yet, but it really should be. But if this doesn't get water, there's still nothing we can do. that even the right kind of... No, it isn't. Did I even bring the mechanical pipes, or... I don't even think I brought any. I didn't bring any. That's the wrong, like kind of connector. Also, plutonium. I believe that... Does that go in a pressurized tube, or no? Does it now? We got a zombie or two. Okay, just one zombie. Anyways, just so I'm not gonna be attacked by mobs while I'm trying to work on a... I can't use the bed right now. I'll just use the other one. Okay, these are the mechanical pipes I meant to grab out. So now I'm on fire. Was on fire. Still a skeleton shooting at me. Not anymore. Apparently it's still perfectly safe. Even without the hazmat suit. Let me actually switch to holding the correct type of connector. That's the one we actually need. And this is the one that needs the water. Water. How am I supposed to siphon out the plutonium now? Right should be output. There we go. I do still have these. Can we siphon items out in both directions at once, or is that not going to work properly? Is it no longer going to send items to the right? If I do that, it's no longer going to send this way? I believe it still does, it looks like. Spent nuclear waste. Okay, just like with these... Yeah, just like with this that produces the polonium. I kind of want to move this like a little bit over. Cool that it did show up earlier. I believe that was a mistake. Okay, how badly did I irradiate the surrounding environment? Okay, this isn't funny. Yeah, broke something with some nuclear waste in it, and now look what's happening. The cows are fine, the sheep are not? Okay, we've done this before, so we'll just try and do it again. Where's the wheat so I can just bring the sheep? They gotta come out of the sheep pen. if they're still alive by the time I get to the wheat. If any are still alive, even. Oh, what's it gonna matter? They're not gonna be alive anymore. Are the cows even fine or no? Maybe if they stay at this absolute edge of this. If not, I'll just bring them back into the house like last time. Or yeah, I guess they're coming in the house. I'm gonna guess just like last time, it's not irradiated inside the house, right? So in that case, that is assuming I can actually get them to come in. If they're willing to follow me, that is. Okay, they just... Do they even want to come in? I don't even know if they do. I guess whoever wants to come in, yeah, come on in. I still couldn't... Yeah, still couldn't save enough of them. Actually, hang on a minute. My inventory is just an absolute mess right now, and it's like... I basically can't really do much of anything like this. It's just an absolute mess. And these cows just want to keep, like, leaving my house. Okay, I think I've already brought plenty in. That's gonna be surely be more than enough to repopulate. But can I not grab stuff properly? Because there's just like too much crap all over the place. Okay, here it's fine. Wait, is it fine? Okay, literally just like last time. This corner's not fine. It's literally just like last time. Roughly 7 to 8 hours to properly decay. It's gonna be exactly like last time, isn't it? Yeah, to believe this had like the same... Yeah, just breaking one little machine with some nuclear waste in it had the same fallout as the entire reactor blowing up. Last time was literally like the entire reactor got destroyed. And we have like the same fallout somehow. I was like 100% sure it was gonna be like less bad than like the whole reactor getting destroyed. So I did just wreck the environment once again. That I did. Anyways, back to work. So what can I just throw out that's just literally clogging up my inventory and not letting me pick up anything else? Like, it's really just clogging my inventory. Where's the mechanical pipe? So yeah, once this blows over, I'm gonna need all new sheep again. All that, and I didn't even like shear any of them for wool. Time to decay, still 8 hours, 20 minutes. I didn't think breaking one machine was gonna have the same result as losing the entire reactor. But anyways, here we are. Yeah, I really need to be like 100% sure with where I placed every machine that can now have like radioactive waste in it. If I just want to simply move it, then yeah. Are we even siphoning the nuclear waste out or no? Gases. The back should be output. I want to siphon this nuclear waste into these barrels. We got plutonium, but at what cost? I got to this now, but at what cost now? A second nuclear fallout that I could have just very easily avoided. Now I pretty much have to wear the hazmat suit non-stop while I work here. Yeah, even here, like... Even here, there's still some radiation poisoning. Again, it just barely misses my house. Again, it literally just barely missed my house. Yeah, having like my whole armor set also just in my inventory, that's 4 more inventory spaces that are just getting used up just like that. So is it any wonder, really, why my inventory was so full? I guess let's just cook the deceased cows. I guess I'll just cook them. That's almost a whole stack of polonium pellets. Like my 3rd full stack right there. Where's my... Yeah, so I can just put the white dye away also, because I don't need to be carrying it either still. Yeah, I'm just trying to clean out my inventory again, because again, it's kind of starting to be like a real mess. Okay, that's much better. Still carrying this iron pickaxe for some reason. For some reason, I was still holding on to it. And a bow and a flamethrower I'm not really using either. I'll just put the bow in here for now. This can still kill stuff from a distance, so yeah, flamethrower, I'll keep that, but I'll put this in the chest. Yeah, once it finally blows over the nuclear fallout, I'm just gonna have to go import 2 more sheep. Find some sheep, and then just teleport them here. If I literally just go AFK for like 8 hours, that should also just do it. That should also do the trick, right? How's this doing? Still gonna be a long ways before we have to worry about that filling up, and then, yeah, filling up to max capacity. So yeah, once again, no more sheep. They all died. Hoping this is seriously just gonna be the last time this happens. Surprised I even still have some cows here that are still alive. Considering this area is also a hazard. It's like these cows are literally right on the edge of... Yeah, they're literally just like right on the edge of where like the nuclear fallout happened. Yeah, I meant to go shut the reactor off. If I just, like, completely forget about it, leave it on, and then come back some other time, completely forget about the reactor. I mean, theoretically, I could leave it on for who knows how long and nothing bad should happen. I don't know why there's a cow here. Moo. I'm gonna have to keep my hazmat suit close at this point. And my Geiger counter close as well, just so I know which areas are irradiated and which ones are not. Again, the inside of the house is fine. So that's where the cows are going until this all blows over again. That's where we'll have the cows. Let me guess, we need this to even think about storing QIO drives. Yeah, of course. QIO dashboard. Used to actually operate the machine. We need a monitor to actually operate it, apparently. Time dilating drive. So yeah, something about ultimate control circuits I'll need more of to make this thing properly. I need 2. I can make like 2 exactly here, as a matter of fact. And then I'll need 4 to make the drive itself. I think it's time to just get some more alloys ready. Plenty of stuff to do while all of this irradiation just blows over. And then something about obsidian as well, which we'll also need. So let me start with this right here. And I get another nice batch of alloys going. Enrich this too. Let it go. That's going. And what is this about obsidian dust? I think this goes in here. And I think this goes in here. Yes, it does. Might as well just use as much of that as we can. Yeah, I thought that would work. Kind of been meaning to do that also, enriched obsidian. Away we go. Let's get some atomic alloys. Away we go. Put in a little bit more than I was gonna originally need. But I guess that's still fine. Oh, I still had like plenty of enriched obsidian just sitting there. Didn't realize I had that much. Really didn't realize I had so much. I got even more now. Did not realize I had this much to spare. Let's start upgrading some of these too. Yeah, that's all I was trying to do. I might as well just take out... I mean, I don't think I'm going to use that much polonium. Okay, glass pane I need. Specifically, like, the window kind. Personal chest. Teleportation core. Lapis lazuli. Gold. Diamonds. Atomic alloy. Personal chest or barrel. Something about steel as well. Okay, block of regular glass I need also. This is all I want. QIO drive array. Wait, where are all the cables? Set frequency. Now we need some of these, don't we? Now we need something like this to really get the ball rolling. And a dashboard? I mean, I don't know how else I'm supposed to interact with a thing. If I don't make one of these, I don't know how else to interact with it. I guess maybe just actually replace this window now. Got a skeleton right outside my house. Modification, do I just move that? Actually, no, I'm gonna keep the modification table where it is. I need to actually make one of these drives. At the very minimum, I need to make one. Do I have to set a frequency first? Is anything walking outside my house? Probably. I'm just trying to see where. Yeah, there's definitely something out there. I don't know why that creeper keeps jumping. Frequency. How do I set a frequency? I'll just put both of these on the exact same frequency and maybe see if that helps. Maybe just put this thing on a different wall so I don't have, like, that flickering. Yeah, I can't really stand to look at that flickering, so maybe just throw this on another wall. Broken glass, I don't need. So now I can just put some items into this bad boy right here. This can now just hold some items. Alright, what do we have, like, so much of that it makes no sense to, you know, have so much excess redstone. Some of that should probably just go in here. Yeah, for now, just gonna start with the blocks I have so many extra stacks of that it's impractical to keep them all like this. For starters, we'll just do that. I don't know why I got dirt here. Actually, no idea. This is looking significantly more manageable already. Okay, I think the sand is going to be like the next thing to just go into the drive. All the extra sand can go here. Might do the same with the excess stone as well, as a matter of fact. Well, yeah, I guess that too. I guess maybe also any additional, like, crafting materials from Mechanism can also go here. So if I just make more QIO drives, I can just store more items, right? If I just make, like, say, a second of these, I can store more items. Okay, that I want to see also, if that's going to work the way I think it will. If I make a second QIO drive, just to see if that, like, doubles my storage capacity just by adding a second one. Okay, so yeah, that it does. So yeah, all my items are on here. I have to put them back into this drive array to actually be able to get any access to them. And we can fit up to 12 of these drives in here. And then these can be upgraded, I believe, yeah, a whopping 3 times. Super massive items, 0 out of 16 billion. 16 billion, and then you can have theoretically up to 12 of these. Safe to say you would literally never ever run out of storage space if you did that. You would never possibly be able to run out, I don't think. Extra dirt because I'm kind of sick of just looking at it in here. Even just like this, it's already looking way more manageable. Even just like that. We already have, like, what? Almost 2,000 items on our like, first of these QIO drives. Almost a whopping 2,000 items on that thing already. Maybe some of the extra mob loot can also kind of just go in there. Oh, we got even more sand that I guess could just go in here. Extra arrows. I'll move some rotten flesh over as well. We got even more cobblestone that I could also easily just move on over. $1,200 plus blocks of sand. Bunch of arrows. Can we sort by item type, or is that not possible? What are you trying to compensate for? I don't know. I guess we'll just leave it on sort by name. There's no, like, sort by item type or anything, so we can't just have, like, all the blocks clumped together. We'll just leave it on, I guess, by name. Yeah, I'm just gonna wake up and have, like, all my items in front of my face when I wake up. Holy crap, it's been almost 3 hours. And yet there's still definitely things to be doing. Okay, you still have like 64 plus 64 plus 51, so 128 plus 51, 179 polonium pellets. Still really close to having like 3 full stacks. Still. And I'll just put that in there as well, I suppose. Extra cobblestone. I really don't need to have this much of it just sitting in here, I don't believe. I'm gonna move a bunch of cobblestone onto the drive as well. All of it in one shot. Extra diorite's gonna go there too. Okay, 2,627 items. And like half is just cobblestone, right? Oh, some of it's now going into the other QIO drive. Anyways, I still have more than enough room to keep storing items, regardless. That is if I really want to keep using it that much. If I really just want to keep using it that much instead of, I don't know, traditional storage. Plenty of water vapor, but I'm not really going to be using it now, am I? I kind of want to just, like, end stream real soon. Yeah, so as a matter of fact, that is what I'm going to do.